What's up, Dunkers and Dunkettes? It's Wayne Duncan, No Vision Duncan, and we're back with year 4 of the Madden 22 Tampa Bay Buccaneers realistic rebuild. Let's waste no more time. Let's go ahead and meet the squad before the preseason. And I'm actually excited for this season. If you watched the last part 3, we got back to the playoffs, won a division, but a lot of turnovers. Still that problem, not being able to block. Still not being able to run the football, but I think we got better in the offseason, and this guy is one of the reasons why. Paul Hayden didn't have to trade up for him, sat still where we were at, was able to get him. Super athlete, he can run, he can throw, he can do it all. He is our future franchise quarterback. He is going to compete, though, with Kyle Trask, who led the league in passing yards last season, but look at this. Last 2 seasons, he's throwing 40 picks. 40 damn picks. He got rewarded a Pro Bowl, got a superstar dev, but rightfully so, they took it away from his ass because he did not deserve it. Gave the man a chance to be the franchise quarterback after Brady, after losing him to retirement. But it's time to get him some competition. Paul Hayden could take us to where we're trying to go. Running back, still got Fournette, average over 4 yards per carry, 18 touchdowns, impressive. But under 1,000 yards, our running game has been one of our biggest problems along with the offensive line. So we brought in Chase Edmonds in free agency. Actually, I need to check to see what he did last season. 700 yards, 5 touchdowns with Atlanta. So decent, better than what our running backs were doing. So we brought in Chase Edmonds, still got right, and then we actually just brought in Boston Scott, who I've been looking at the past couple seasons, thinking, I bring him in. We finally pulled the trigger, brought him in, so definitely get some competition at running back because we need all the help we can get. Still got Shaq Thomas at fullback, and then receivers, Chris Godwin is going to be wide receiver 1 this year with that new X factor ability. Mike Evans will move down number 2, and then we brought in Tyler Boyd to be the slot receiver, one of the best slot receivers in the league. And as you can see, he did have 1,000 yards with the Bengals last season, so that should be able to help us out. Shout out to Darden. He made the Pro Bowl last season as a punt returner. And then Christensen keeps on developing. Went up to star dev last season or the year before that. So he's decent. And then Sergio Almas, our first round pick last season, gave up almost 20 sacks, but superstar dev. That's all I got to say about that. But this offensive line has been disappointing since Brady left. And then Matt Lowe had a breakout year last year, went up superstar dev, got robbed, unfortunately, but I think he can continue to play at a high level. Then we got Emmett Merrill, who played decent last year, so those two will always grow together, came in the same draft. Vita Vea, beast. Led the team in sacks last season, got the new X Factor. Might have had it last year, don't remember, but Vita Vea, man, big V. Shaq Barrett played well, but I think they knocked him down, star dev. And then we drafted this guy in the second round, Colin Bradfield, who will probably be the replacement whenever Shaq Barrett leaves. As you can see, we say about $14 million. It's in a contract year. We could bring him back for the final year. We don't know yet. And then Devin White is going to be, he was already middle linebacker 1 last season. He's going to do it again this season with his new, should have already been superstar dev trait. Should have already been a superstar from the get-go. Levante David keeps regressing, but he's a Buck legend, just like Mike Evans. And then we got Joe Tryon, who had a nice season. Carlton Davis, Jamel Dean had nice seasons, but not this guy, Sean Murphy-Bunting. He needs to step it up. So we brought in some competition. Shout out to Seahawks, go Hawks. Ugo Amadi. Antoine Winfield kept his superstar dev. Jordan Whitehead, bounced back season last season, hit that dev trait scenario finally, got the star dev. And we brought in a rookie kicker, Carson Burrows. And we still got Bradley Payne. So that's the squad for the preseason. Open competition at quarterback. Let's see who's going to win it. Pulling for the rookie. And we lose the first game. Doesn't really matter. And we're going to start the rookie next game. Nope, don't want to play. And we win. Okay. And then we're going to go back to Kyle Trask as a starter and see what he can do. And then we'll look at the final stats. And we lose. Okay, so we got to cut 15 people. Don't want to look at the schedule. Just want to look at the stats, see who won the job. Well, I'll be damned. He outplayed Kyle Trask. I mean, he had more attempts, way more touchdowns, though. One more pick. Yards per game was a little bit better. Offensive line said proper. So we're going to roll with Paul Hayden. Chase Edmonds was balling out in preseason, so he looks like a good pickup already. 3 touchdowns from Chris Godwin. P. Ryan with 100 yards. O-line. I mean, the backups giving up sacks. It is what it is. And then Glenn Meredith with the sack. Ugo Amadi and Spring. So shout out to them. They're going to make the team. And then rookie kicker, perfect with the field goals. So let's go ahead and make our final cuts. Get the final team ready. We do have 2 new injuries, though. And it is, oh my. Can you say bust? Took him in the top 3. Superstar Dev got injured at the end of last season, right before the playoffs, and boom, preseason comes out 24 weeks. So most likely, he will not keep that superstar Dev. And then Tyler Boyd out 2 games. He'll be back after week 1. But man, that was a big blow. We're definitely gonna have to go find a replacement. Let's go ahead and put Ricky Lidge. Actually, we're going to keep him on the team because we're going to go ahead and throw Trask on the trade block. All these damn running backs. Practice squad. Release. Release. And release. Practice squad for Greenfield. Receivers, same thing. We got all these damn receivers that we don't need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we just gonna rock with 5 this year. Don't need Bakersville. Don't need Phillips. And Dubois, he's the one that balled out in the preseason last season. He is 6'5", 227, so we're going to keep him on the roster. Big body receiver. Tyler Boyd being out. Tight ends, we're going to get rid of Adam Curtis. Don't need him. But, man, that tackle shit hurts, man. Let's just go ahead and 24 weeks. You got 18 weeks in the regular season. So, yeah, he's out for the season. So we're just going to place him on IR right now. That'll open up a spot on the roster for us to go and sign. Goddamn, man. We're going to go ahead and cut Ja'Kai Polite. Go ahead and cut Stewart. Got outplayed by Meredith, second-year linebacker. And then all these damn cornerbacks, man. Didn't even bring half these guys in. Probably not even half all these guys. We did not draft. We did not sign. It's Madden doing whatever it wants to do. Cut. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I like Brown. I don't want John Reed. Don't know how he got here. He was on the team last season. I want the guy that we just drafted. Guy we drafted last year. And that should be it. That should be the final squad. We do have to sign a left tackle now with our superstar Dev out for the whole year. Sucks. Probably going to get robbed of his Dev trait. And let's see if there's any left tackles available. There is George Fant, Donovan Smith we could bring back, but we know how that worked out the first time. And we can even look at Darrell Williams. Used to play tackle. We could kick him out back to tackle. And then there's DJ Fluker. So, I mean, we could go with Fluker, George Fant, or bring back Donovan Smith. He's familiar with the offensive line. I really don't want to go back to him. I mean, George Fant, former Seattle Seahawk, played tight end a little bit. I'm gonna bring in George Fant. Bring in George Fant, former Seahawk. He's gonna start at tackle. Let's go ahead and upgrade the team. Damn, that sucks, man. And our offensive line was already worse and possibly just got worse. Probably going to give up 100 sacks. 100 sacks this season. I'm betting on it. So let's go ahead and adjust the depth chart the way we like it, the way we see fit. And we have a new starting quarterback in Tampa, and it is Paul Hayden. Fournette, Chase Edmonds, right, Boston Scott. Got more depth at the running back position. Fullback, and we'll have right there. So we go Boston Cleary. Receiver, we got Godwin this year as number 1. That's right. Tyler Boyd's out for week 1. And then we got George Fant, the new left tackle. And then Marpet, everybody else, Jensen, Kappa, and Wirfs should be there. Low, hopefully he's going to have another superstar breakout year. Vita Vea, almost at a 99. Shaq Barrett, probably in his final season with us. Devin White, middle linebacker 1. Joe Tryon. Got a new rookie kicker. And then for the special teams, we're going to go with Boston Scott, Ugo Amadi. Punt return, we're going to go with P-Ron and Brown. Kickoff start will be Bradley Pinion. Marpet. Third down running back will be Chase Edmonds, right, and Fournette. And then power back will be Fournette, right, Edmonds. Kind of want to get Boston Scott involved a little bit, so we'll put him right there. Use all 4 running backs. Slot receiver will be Chris. Well, he's the starter now. We'll go at Darden for right now. P-Ron. Put Godwin up there. Just put Evans up there. Do it like this until Tyler Boyd gets back. Shaq Barrett. Joe Tryon. Got Taco Charlton. Put Colin Bradfield right there. Vita Vea, Lowe, and Mero. And actually, for linebacker 3, we could put Bradfield there. Just to get him some more playing time. I like Meredith, though. He can stay there for right now. Slot cornerback will be Sean Murphy-Bunting, Umadi, and Johnson. So that's the team for year 4. Let's go ahead and get on to the regular season, see if we can make it back-to-back playoff appearances. We do have a rookie quarterback, though. So because this is his first year, I know we made the playoffs last year. Got some injuries. We're going to do 7 wins. 7 wins, rookie year. Just want to get 500. I mean, that's all it took. 9 wins to win the division to get to the playoffs. So let's go ahead and check out the prospects. So I do see a receiver, cornerback, left tackle. Possibly could take because that superstar guy we took looked like a bust. And I don't see any damn quarterback. So thank God we finally got a quarterback because we would have went into this season, probably would have not paid Kyle Trask. We would have saw that there was no quarterbacks in the draft and would have tried to bring him back, or we probably would have already extended him. We would have been stuck with him for the whole rebuild. But he is on the trading block. And I'm going to put one more player on the trading block, and that is Sean Murphy-Bunting. Put him on the trading block because he's not playing well. Hopefully that'll light a fire under his ass. And we're just going to shop him around. We might not trade him. I know we lose about $5 million if we do trade him because of his contract. Set expectations for your rookie quarterback's first start. I want to see... Honestly, this is Bruce Arians. I want him to have a great performance. No need to show flashes. We ready to win now. We felt like we was a quarterback away. So let's go ahead and beat the Cleveland Browns on the road. Kick off the season. Let's get this dub. Let's eat this W. And we do 42-21. Look at that. One possession. No turnovers. That's the first thing I looked at. We are not trying to lead the league in picks 2 years in a row. I don't need a third Jameis Winston on this team. No turnovers. You love to see it. Kaepernick on the Browns. We did give up 8 sacks, though, so it looks like the offensive line still playing like trash. I know our superstar tackle, Allmouse, is gone. We had to bring in George Fant, but look at 24 of 32, 75% completion in his debut, 242 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. 3 touchdowns before that, so he just gets a lot of touchdowns. But as you can see, we're getting better with the run. Backup running back 2. Edmonds averaged 4.4 a carry. Mike Evans, 80 yards, and then 2 touchdowns for Christensen. Played against Ronald Jones, and look at that. We bring in George Fant off the street, 3 sacks given up. So, fortunately, offensive line is still a problem. But Shaq Barrett, Sean Murphy-Bunting, look at that. Put him on the trade block. Gets a half a sack, 30 tackles. Vita Vea with a half a sack. Antoine Winfield, Carlton Davis with picks. Inside the 20 twice for Bradley Pinion. So 1-0. Great start. 42 points with a rookie quarterback. And let's talk about this performance, man. I wanted to see a great performance, and he did that. What do you mean he didn't light it up? You going crazy, Bruce? Breakout player scenario. It is Antoine Winfield Jr., already superstar dev. See if we can give him the X factor. Hold the Chiefs to less than 100. Good luck with that. He's not hitting that. I'm going to tell y'all that right now. Spoiler alert. Tyler Boyd is back, so it's Taco Charlton. We do have trade offers for Sean Murphy-Bunting. I just want to see. I just want to entertain. 3rd round pick, 4th round pick, 3rd round pick for the Lions, 3rd round. So it looked like best he could go for is a 3rd round. But we just wanted to see. Do get Tyler Boyd back. I feel like that's going to make our offense even more lethal in the passing game. We were number 1 last season. So let's go ahead and put Tyler Boyd up there. Make sure he's back in on the slot. Yep. Makes our offense even more dangerous. And let's go ahead and take Sean Murphy-Bunting off the trade. I just wanted to see what his value was, in case we do trade him in the future. But we're going to leave Kyle Trask on the trading block because I believe we have our new franchise quarterback. So we got to hold the Chiefs to under 100 yards passing for Antoine Winfield to go at the X Factor. Not going to happen. We're playing against Mahomes. We get the win, though, on the road. This is impressive. But I know we didn't hold him under 100. Oh, I looked at the rushing yards. I thought that was the passing yards. But we get the win. No turnovers. So already, he's a very different quarterback from Kyle Trask. No turnovers in 2 games. If this was Kyle Trask, we would have had like 6 picks already. But he stays perfect. Leonard Fournette, touchdown, beast. We just can't get the yards. But, I mean, we pass the ball a lot. That could be another reason why. We pass the ball a lot. So maybe, we're just not running the ball enough. But look at that. Tyler Johnson, we let him go. He has a big game, not too big of a game against us. Kind of gets a little bit of revenge. But look at that. Tyler Boyd, his replacement, comes back from injury, 6 catches, 50 yards, touchdown. All for rip. George Fant giving up sacks, not looking like a good signing. Devin White, Joe Tryon, Levante David, Mero with the sacks, Jamel Dean, Ugo Amadi at the 4th cornerback position. And then look at our rookie kicker, made a 50-yarder. So 2-0, looking dangerous right now. We're not turning the ball over. As long as we might not be able to run the ball, but as long as we don't turn the ball over, we can win some games. Mock draft, see if they have us projected to go to the Super Bowl. Nope, they have us projected at 20 again. So they feel like we're going to go, 9-8 maybe, in that range. Don't agree with it. But we are playing against the defending Super Bowl champions, Cowboys. Zeke Elliott breaking that record. Winfield not hitting the dev trait. And it's prime time. So it's a big game. Have weekly award. Who is it? Probably was our quarterback. Jamel Dean. Shout out to him. He had a forced fumble, a pick, 9 tackles. He's been playing well, whole rebuild. Let's see if we can knock off the defending Super Bowl champions. We're 85s overall all across the board. And they beat us. They showed us why they are the defending Super Bowl champions. 21-10. Monday Night Football. Lights too bright for our rookie quarterback. We could not run the damn ball. But look at that. No turnovers. So that's good. We just couldn't run the ball. Chris Godwin did good. Nobody else did nothing. Tristan Wirfs was disappointing. Vita Vea had a sack. And then I saw Carlton Davis. He had a pick. Our rookie kicker has been perfect. Already looking better than Ryan Suckup. And why is Tyler Boyd getting hurt, man? Need to stay healthy. I ain't bring you to Tampa to be hurt on the sidelines. Tyler Boyd is back. We have the 0-3 Broncos. Wouldn't it be something for them to get their first win against us? And we're at home. And we barely beat them, though, 34-31. So they played us tough game. Shut the running game down, ran a little bit. Finally got some turnovers. Or finally committed, some turnovers. Just one pick, though, so the other turnover must be a 4th down fail or a fumble. We got to Teddy 5 times. 2 touchdowns for Fournette, so he's just a touchdown beast. Just can't get yards. Tyler Boyd comes back, 100 yards. Chris Godwin, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. Mike Evans, I love the three-headed combo, 3-headed monster, whatever you want to call it. Lowe, 2 sacks. Shaq Barrett, Vita Vea, Jamel Dean having a hell of a year. Levante David can be possibly his final year. He had a pick, and then look at this rookie kicker, man. 67 overall, 95 kick power, 67 whatever accuracy, making a 55-yarder. He's been perfect on the season. Not costing us games. Got to put some faith in the kickers, man. Kickers matter. They're important. Christensen is back. Didn't even know he was out. We have the 3-1 49ers, so it's going to be a good game, prime time. Same record, and we lose by a touchdown. So close game. Could see them in the playoffs. Sunday Night Football. And now we're starting to turn the ball over. But that was his worst game of his career so far. Fournette running a little bit better. Chase Edmonds been kind of quiet. He had the touchdown. Mike Evans balling out. Chris Godwin got shut down a little bit. George Fant giving up sacks. Matthew Lowe having another breakout year. Shout out to Bradley Pinion, pinning them inside the 20. Pinning them inside the 20. But we did take the L. Don't like that. Antoine Winfield's back. We have the 4-1 Vikings. Look at the Panthers, 4-1 also. And Vikings kick our ass. So it's going to be a tough year for us. Schedule already looking hard. We can't run the ball still. Now we're starting to turn the ball over. No, he's a rookie, but like I said, I did not want another Jameis Winston, and Minshew Mania ran wild on us. 2 touchdowns for Fournette. Chris Godwin over 100 yards. Tristan Wirfs, man, what the hell? Matthew Lowe, Shaq Barrett, Vita Vea, so we're getting sacks. Joe Tryon. Kicker still perfect, but now we're starting to turn the ball over. Could be throwing it a little too much. And Chargers still our practice squad player. Don't really care about that. And the Panthers are 5-1, so we need to start winning some games. 4-2 Giants, prime time, on the road. Can we get the W? And we are on a losing streak. Lose Thursday Night Football. Couldn't stop the run. We're turning the ball over now. Thought we had got away from it. Seems to follow us around. Kyle Trask had a rushing touchdown. Do we put Kyle Trask in to try to turn the season around? I think if I did that, we won't be able to go back to the quarterback. We already moved forward. We're going to stick with him. Vita Vea. And our rookie kicker misses a field goal. Wouldn't have mattered, though. Still early in the season. We still have a chance to come back. But with the Panthers winning them games like that, 6-1, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to come back. They have us top 15, top 10 almost, taking a right in. So they don't see us as a threat. But let's make a change on the depth chart. Sub linebacker, I'm going to go with Bradfield. See if we can beat the Falcons. 3-4, same record. Winner gets in second place in the division, and we get the win. So as you see, I reversed it. We were on a losing streak. I went and messed with the depth chart. We won. Usually, it's the other way around. 38-31. Finally had a game where we ran over 100 yards. I don't like the 2 turnovers, though, but 10 third down conversions. As long as we win games. Fournette, 2 touchdowns again. Chris Godwin. And it was the battle of the rookie quarterbacks. I remember Brian Marshall, their quarterback, he went number 2 in the draft. So battle of the rookie quarterbacks. We get the first win. Mike Evans and Chris Godwin doing their thing. A little bit of Tyler Boyd. Shaq Barrett, Merrow, Lowe, all with sacks. Kicker was perfect. And they had a special teams touchdown against us. But it wasn't enough. And we are sitting at 4-4. Going to go ahead and look at the contracts. We do have a bye week next week. See who's going to join us for the final season. We're going to wait on Ryan Jensen because he could retire. We're going to wait on Shaq Barrett. We're going to wait on those 2. Alex Kappa was our best lineman last season. So we're going to reward him with that. Give him $17 million. He wants more money. He can have it. Vontae David, we'll wait to see if he retires. And then Joe Tryon, definitely going to bring him back. $18 million. Re-signed. Kyle Trask, unfortunately. Nope. So it's the right time for us to draft a quarterback. So, yeah, we're going to wait on Alex Kappa wants more money. We'll wait on Levante David, Barrett, and Jensen just because they're older guys. Don't know if some of them are going to retire, how much they're going to regress. So we'll wait on them. And it is the mid-season mark. Let's go ahead and upgrade the team. Sucks that Sergio Almas is gone for the whole season. Hopefully they let him keep his superstar depth trait as much as they've robbed us before. Let us keep one. It's not his fault he got injured. And we have the Washington football team Commanders. Before we go into bye week, let's try to get over 500. And we can't because we suck. Lose by a field goal. Of course, the 2 turnovers. Why are we turning about? Like, we don't have Jameis no more. This team does not have Jameis. Why are we throwing all these damn picks? Why? Tell me why, Madden. Is it because the playbook, they throw the ball too damn much? So it's like inevitable for the picks to happen? I just don't get it. Don't get it. Let's go ahead and I think it was Alex Kappa. He wanted a little bit more money. Wanted to be greedy. He don't like the salary. There you go. Lock him down. The other 3 will wait to the end of the season. They'll probably be cheaper then. And then let's go ahead. It is the bye week, so let's go ahead and upgrade the team. And we'll see the Falcons next week. Try to get revenge against them. The Panthers kind of slipping a little bit. They were 6-1. They're now 6-4. We're right behind them. We beat the Falcons. We're right there. Right there, right behind them. Mike Evans is back from injury. Make sure my receiver depth chart is the way I want it. There we go. And we need to start winning games now. We need to go ahead, beat the 3-6 Falcons on the road, get revenge, and they sweep our asses. Sweep us right off the floor. Actually, they split with us. Forgot we beat them. Couldn't run the ball, though. I'm glad we didn't throw 2 picks. But with the Panthers melting down, this is our opportunity to try to win some games, to try to win the division, try to catapult us to the playoffs. And we just looking like we don't want to do it. And shout out to Bradley Pinion, pinning them inside the 20 3 times. But, man, do a Bucks rebuild, like any other time you see the Bucks, the computer controlling them, you know they always like one of the top teams in the Super Bowl and the playoffs every damn year. Nope. As soon as we control them, it's a whole nother story. Whole nother story when we controlling them. 4-6 Raiders, 4-6 Buccaneers, and we get the win. That was probably the most important win of the season. We couldn't afford to go 4-7. Still have a chance to fight back. Could go on a run. Ran the ball well. No turnovers. That's what I like to see. And then the defense got 4 turnovers. Picked off Derek Carr 4 times. Got 5 sacks against him. 3 touchdowns for Fournette. Christensen with 2 touchdowns. He's kind of have a down year. He's been quiet. Getting touchdowns, though. Shaq Barrett, Vita Vea, Levante David, Sean Murphy-Bunting, all with sacks. And we had 2 picks for Carlton Davis. A pick for Jordan Whitehead and a pick for Winfield Jr. Inside the 20. Pinning them inside the 20. And we are 5-6. 5-6. Panthers are 6-5, bro. They were 6-1. They've lost 4 straight. Melting down. Falcons are even still in it. We split with them. And you can even say the Saints are still in it. So it's just crazy. This division has been trashed the past couple of seasons, and that's the only reason why we're having chances to make the playoffs. Let's go ahead and beat the Saints. They're dead last in the division. We beat them 35-14, dominated them. And we shut the running game down. 2nd game straight, no turnovers. Perfect on 3rd down. And now this is our chance to make a run. Fournette and Chase Edmonds, that's what I brought you here for, to take the pressure off of Fournette. Chris Godwin with a touch. My receivers aren't really doing that good. Fournette with a touchdown. Shaq Barrett, Levante David, Vita Vea, no picks, no field goals, no problems. Get the win. On a little bit of a winning streak. Panthers finally win a game. They get off that 4-game losing streak. And this is probably the most important game of the season. We win this game. I think we go number 1 in the division. Check out our quarterback to see what his depth trait might be. And he's a star. He's a star. Okay. That's fine. It's fine. But Panthers sitting at 7-5. Don't know if we beat them. Did we beat them already? I feel like we lost him. I feel like Christian McCaffrey went crazy. Or was that last season? Nope, this is our first meeting against them. So even if we don't win this game, we'll see them week 18, probably with the season, the division on the line, playoffs on the line. Let's go ahead and beat them in the first meeting just to take the pressure off us a little bit. And we get the win, 28-21. We're on a little bit of a winning streak, turning it around. Look at that. After the bye week, took that loss against the Falcons, but then after that, we was like, man, we got to get back on our feet. No turnovers, third straight game. They brought Tua in. So, as you can see, the NFC South has a bunch of new quarterbacks. Saints have their franchise quarterback they took a couple seasons ago. Falcons took a quarterback. We took a quarterback. And then the Panthers brought in Tua. 2 touchdowns for Fournette. He's probably leading the league in touchdowns for rushing. Tyler Boyd, almost 100 yards. Touchdown for Chris Godwin. George Fant. He's just here. Vita Vea, Joe Tryon, Shaq Barrett, Devin White, the pick. And it's looking good for the Bucs right now. Looking good. We're turning it around. 9-4 Chargers, though, prime time. It's going to be a tough game. But I think we can get the win on the road. And, ooh. 2 points. 2 points Sunday night. They just ran the ball better than us. That's all it was. And the fact that they dropped 21 to shit first quarter. And then we dropped 21 to shit second quarter. They just put up 10 points in the third quarter. We put up 14 in the fourth. So we just ran out of time. Paul Hayden played well. 3 touchdowns for Fournette. Chris Godwin went crazy. Tyler Boyd. George Fant is just there, like I said. And Matthew Lowe has been kind of quiet recent weeks, but 2 sacks for him. Moreau, Pierman, Sean Murphy Bunting finally putting them on that trade block inspired them. And it looks like they had a punt return touchdown, too. So that's crazy. The Panthers take the lead again. They're 8-6. We're 7-7. Carlton Davis is back from injury. Let's go ahead and beat the Saints. Let's try to sweep them. Hopefully the Panthers lose. If we do win, but the Panthers win. And it looked like it might come down to that last week, that week 18 for the division. But we do got to take care of the Eagles first. Shut the running game down. Had 1 turnover. They couldn't do nothing on third down against us. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Fournette has been playing well this season. Tyler Boyd, Christensen, George Fant, like I said. Just a Band-Aid. Had no other choice. Picked him up. The injury to our tackle. Levante David with the pick. Pinion inside the 20. So, sitting at 8-7, so it's really, Falcons are out of it, Saints are out of it. It comes down between us and the Panthers, and even the Eagles. The Eagles are 9-7, and they're the 7th seed. I think that same scenario happened last season, where they were the 7th seed. We beat them. I think we knocked them out. We need to win this game, and whether the Panthers lose or win, it's going to come down to Week 18 for the division. Only thing that can stop us is if we lose, they win, they would be 10-6. We would be 8-8, and we would have no chance to win a division. So we need to win this game against the Eagles. No Shaq Barrett. So let's go ahead and upgrade the team because this is our season on the line right here. We need to beat the Eagles. Try to knock them out of the playoffs. Can we do it? Can we beat the Eagles? They're only a 78 overall, despite their record, and we lose by a field goal. Panthers win. We're not going to make the playoffs. God damn it. The one turnover costed us. I would have rather gotten blown out. Lose to Baker. He gets his revenge against me for letting him walk in the Browns rebuild, winning the Super Bowl without him. Devin White, 2 sacks. Vita Vea. Rookie kicker was perfect, but that'll probably do it for our season. Don't know if we can sneak into a wild card, maybe. Let's see with the NFC. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we need to win, but we would need like the Rams, Cardinals, 49ers. They're all in the same division, which is crazy. Plus the Seahawks. So that division is going crazy. I don't think there's no way we can get in. Let's just win and see what happens. And let's just try to ruin the Panthers' hopes at a better seed, I guess. Try to finish above 900, go 9-8 again at least. And we do go 9-8, but unfortunately we're going to miss the playoffs. We were 1 game short. Winning season, nonetheless. No playoffs, though. But, I mean, we're a rookie quarterback. I think we should be able to make the playoffs next season and sophomore season. But points per game, we were 9. Passing yards, we were 9. Dead last in rushing yards per game yet again. Defensive points per game, 16. Defensive pass yards per game went up a little bit. We went to number 12, and then defensive rush was number 9. So we improved the defense, but we just that rushing attack, man. I don't know why it's like that. It must be, the playbook. They pass a lot. Patrick Mahomes, Jordan Love, Baker Mayfield, passing yards. Derrick Henry again. No, it was Ezekiel Elliott last season. But Derrick Henry, Najee Harris, Ezekiel Elliott. I think that was the same 3 anyway. And then Michael Thomas, Tyler Johnson. We let Tyler Johnson go. He goes to the Chiefs, and it just puts up a crazy year. But Chris Godwin at number 3. Damn it, we should have kept Tyler Johnson. But Aaron Donald, Daniil Hunter, Von Miller, Xavier Howard, Carlton Davis. Shout out to him. 5 picks, J-Ron Curse. And then David Long, Patrick Queen, and Roquan Smith. Check out the stats. We had the 25th offensive yards, 8th in defensive yards, so that's good. 9th in points scored, and 16 points allowed. So 15 picks, still a bit high, but it's not 19, it's not 21. And only 27 touchdown passes. That's kind of low, especially for this playbook. But he's a rookie. I'm going to let him slide. 40 sacks, though. Sacks went down a little bit. Fournette, not liking the yards in the average. I'll tell you that. But 28 rushing touchdowns. Give that man his superstar depth right back. If he can get the touchdowns. And with this being a passing offense, we don't need a 1,000-yard rusher. Just get them touchdowns. That's what I want to see. Chase Edmonds, almost 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. So that's good. And then Mike Evans still going over 1,000 yards, even though he's getting older. Chris Godwin is the number 1 receiver right now on our team. Tyler Boyd came in, and he did worse than Tyler Johnson and Scotty Miller ever did. So we paid all that money for him, and it really didn't work out. Might just be a 1-year deal with him. Backup tight end actually did pretty good. No touchdowns, though. Offensive line, this is what I want to see. George Fant, wasn't supposed to be on the team anyway, but Tristan Wirfs would have bounced back year. Marpet, Jensen, Kappa again. So offensive line definitely improved. They like this quarterback more, except George Fant. Came in late, doesn't have any chemistry with the O-line. I get it. Devin White, Levante David, Jamil Dean, who I think had a great year, but doesn't show up on the stats. Sean Murphy Bunting bounced back. I have to put him on the trading block. Carlton Davis, a breakout year, should be superstar dev. TFL's Vita Vea, Joe Tryon, Shaq Barrett, Matt Lowe, sacks, Vita Vea with 15, Shaq Barrett 11.5, 7.5 for Lowe, 3.5 for Joe Tryon, 3.5 for Devin White, 3 for Levante David, 2 for Merrill, 1 for Sean Murray Bunn, Dean Pyramid, and then picks, of course, Carlton Davis. Ugo Amadi had 1. Forced fumbles. Carlton Davis, Jamil Dean, Merrill. Any blocks? We had Merrill, safety. Joe Tryon, touchdown. Oh, we had one. Antoine Winfield Jr. Okay, so we missed 2 extra pointers. One was blocked, so he only missed one. And he only missed 1 field goal the whole season. Draft King. Inside of 20, 10 times, long as it was 72, average 51.6. I thought he had a great year, though. No special team touchdowns. Yearly awards MVP went to Christian McCaffrey. Coach of the year went to Mike Zimmer. NFC Offensive Player of the Year went to Christian McCaffrey. Defensive Player of the Year went to Aaron Donald. Vita Vea at number 5. Shaq Barrett at number 10. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Paul Hayden. Falcons quarterback. Back up. And the Defensive Rookie of the Year, Lance Brinkley of the Seahawks. Best quarterback was Jordan Love on the football team. Best running back, Christian McCaffrey. Leonard Fournette at number 3 because of the touchdowns. Best receiver was Mike Thomas. We had Chris Godwin at 3. Best offensive line, Zach Martin. We had Tristan Wirfs at number 2. Marpet at 8. Jensen at 9. D lineman was Aaron Donald. We had Vita Vea at 3. Best linebacker, Stephen Coleman of the Bears. Khalil Mack of the Bears at number 2. We had Shaq Barrett at 4. And then DB was Marcus Peters. We had Carlton Davis at number 3. And then best kicker, we were robbed. Graham Gano of the Eagles. So 9-8 over 500 with a new rookie quarterback. No playoffs though. But I think we have a bright future, and I think we have a team that could possibly win it all and go deep in the playoffs going into year 5. We'll see how we address this offseason. Don't know how we're going to fix the running yards, but I think we can do it. See if we had any Pro Bowlers. We had a lot of Pro Bowlers the past 2 seasons. No quarterback for us. No playoff Lenny. Of course, no playoff Lenny because we didn't even make the damn playoffs. Chris Godwin, number 2, wide receiver. So that's our first Pro Bowler right there. Look at that, man. This is crazy. We let Chiefs was being a Super Bowl. We let Tyler Johnson go. He goes to the Chiefs, has a breakout year. They're in the Super Bowl. I don't see him over there on the AFC side. I don't see no Mahomes. And then Scotty Miller makes the Pro Bowl or whatever team he's on. So should have brought one of those guys back. Possibly could have had both of them still on the team. But so far, 1 Pro Bowler. Marpet makes 2. Jensen makes 3. Wirfs makes 4. Vita Vea makes 5. Shaq Barrett makes 6. Carlton Davis makes 7. 7 Pro Bowlers. So, like I said, the Chiefs are in the Super Bowl against the Vikings. Never really see that type of matchup. Mike Zimmer did win Coach of the Year, though. Let's see if we had any superstar dev upgrades. I want to see quarterback. No. Still has star. Don't see nothing on offense. Nothing changed. Then on the defensive side, nobody. So let's see who wins the Super Bowl. Chiefs, Vikings. And it is the Chiefs with Tyler Johnson. So shout out to Tyler Johnson. We let him go, let him walk, and look at it. He got a ring. Christian McCaffrey was the MVP with Mike Zimmer, Coach of the Year. Christian McCaffrey, Offensive Player of the Year, and then Aaron Donald. And then we actually had the overall Offensive Rookie of the Year and our quarterback, Paul Hayden. And the Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to the Seahawks. Left end, Lance Brinkley, and Patrick Mahomes was the Super Bowl MVP. And let's get on to the offseason. And we have a mock draft. we are pick 16. I was taking a middle linebacker in Calvin Kemp. I don't hate the pick. I kind of like that pick, but I kind of want to bring Lavonte David back for the final year. And let's check out to see if we had any retirements. I don't see anybody for the Bucs. Oh, man. It actually is Lavonte David. So I'm happy he got a ring in real life with the Bucs, so we don't have to worry about bringing him back, having the pressure of trying to win a Super Bowl for him. So he's going to ride off into the sunset. Future Hall of Famer in my book. And that makes that mock draft of us taking that middle linebacker even more realistic. So we have another position that we have to fix in the middle linebacker. Let's see if we have anybody to bring back. I think it was Ryan Jensen and Shaq Barrett. So Ryan Jensen, let's see how much money he wants. Actually, like 2 years for him. The offensive line played a little bit better last season. Let's get this even to 24 mil. He takes it. He buys in. Wants to go on that final run with us. And then Shaq Barrett. He's still been playing well. Let's get him. Get him the 40 mil. Give him that 40 mil. He deserves it. He wants. Do we franchise tag him? 26 mil. We're going into the final season. Do we franchise tag him? Do we franchise tag him? Or just try to bring him back in the free agency? I mean, at this point, I still want to do everything realistic. Money really ain't an issue because we're going to be going into the final year anyway. I'm going to wait, see if we can bring him back in free agency. Let him test the market. We already lost Lavonte David, though, so I don't want to lose Shaq Barrett. I do have his replacement if we don't get him back. We lost Kyle Trask. Chase Edmonds really didn't do that much for us last season, but we're going to keep him on the roster for right now. Could cut him. Same thing with Tyler Boyd. I could possibly cut him because he really didn't do much. We could probably draft a receiver. So receiver is definitely in play. Running back is still in play. I knew that was going to happen. They took his superstar dev away from him. He was out for the whole year anyway, so I don't blame it. See if he can bounce back. Lowe, Merrill, Vea. We got Colin Bradfield, so we could let Shaq Barrett just leave. Definitely need another middle linebacker, though. Yeah, so I would say middle linebacker. Could still do left outside linebacker. Receiver. Because you might cut Tyler Boyd. Let's check out the free agency to see if there's anybody in there. So we could bring back Shaq Barrett. David Bakhtiari would not be bad. But we're going to give Almas a chance. Running backs, Elijah Mitchell, Travis Etienne. We brought in Chase Edmonds last season, so we're not going to pay another running back 2 years in a row. Receiver, we brought in Tyler Boyd. We'd rather just draft one. The other tight end did okay. Let's go ahead and look at Shaq Barrett. See where he's going. He actually does not have a contract offer. So let's go ahead and see if he wants these 2 years. Now that you turned me down, I'm actually going to give you less money. We were going to give you more than this. You wanted to be greedy. So we're going to put that down a little bit. Try it again for cheaper. And then I don't like the options at middle linebacker, so we're definitely going to use either our first round pick or second round pick on the middle linebacker. And then I think that's it. Winfield still has his superstar dev. Devin White still has his superstar dev. Vita Vea still has his X Factor. Tristan Wirfs still has his superstar. Jensen still has his superstar. They took Almas away. Mike Evans lost his superstar dev. He went down to star. But, yep, we're just going to bring back Shaq Barrett and look for a receiver and a middle linebacker to draft for the final draft. And it looks like Shaq Barrett is not buying in. He doesn't want to take the cheap deal. It's okay if we lose him, though. You want to go to the Lions, bruh? Are you serious? You think they're ready to win now? Go ahead. Go ahead. So we're going to lose Shaq Barrett. Unfortunately, he wants the payday over winning another championship. So we're going to rock with the guy that we got, and we're going to sit out this free agency. We're just going to, build through the draft for this final year. And, unfortunately, we're losing Shaq Barrett and Levante David. But we're going to look at, could even look at running backs. I might look at a first-round running back. Because that's the main thing. We can't run the ball. Can't run the ball. Can't run the ball to save our lives. A break tackle. 4-4-3. B spin move. Put him on the list. A medium route, A pass block, B truck, and B kick. So he looks good. It was a 4.36. A kick return. That's all he can do is return. And this guy's B break tackle runs a 4.35. A kick return. He just looks like a return guy. So one of these 3 running backs maybe runs a 4.33. So one of those running backs you could possibly take first round, second round. This receiver though, Dimitri Snow. Top 5. Doesn't look like a top 5 player. We're going to put him on the list, though. Larry Battle. A catching traffic. A break tackle. We're going to put him on the list. George Tyson. Can't really catch. Slow as hell. So turtle. Don't like. Ooh. 4.29. B catching, B release. Emmett Pickett. Battle or Pickett. And then we need a middle linebacker. They actually have us taking this guy right here, Calvin Kemp. They have us taking him. He runs a 4.35. Actually first in a lot of categories. So I actually don't hate that pick. Don't hate that pick. But there's other first-round linebackers down here. A power moves. Put him on the list for now. Sam McClellan. B's all around, so he looks good. So I think we'll be able to get a linebacker. And maybe we can even get cornerback. So that's all we're going to look at. Running back, receiver, and middle linebacker. So we should be able to get one of those positions, maybe even two of them. We're going to sit out the free agency, save our money, even though it really doesn't matter at this point. I'm not going to splurge just for the hell of it, just because we're going into the final year. We're going to keep it realistic. Keep it realistic. Get kicked out, sign back in, but we're going to keep it realistic. And try to get back to the playoffs. And it's Super Bowl or nothing. Super Bowl or nothing, which has kind of worked out for us in two rebuilds with the Bears. Got there year 5. Browns got there year 5. So we've done it before. Done it before with the pressure on our backs. We've done it before. Can we do it again? Can we fix the running game, though? Can we fix the goddamn running game? Let's see who they have us mock to take in the mock draft. 5. They have us taking Kemp. So I see Battle going a pick ahead of us. Where's the other guy? Pickett. Don't remember the other receiver. He was fast as hell, though. Fast as hell. And I might take him. But really, if I do take a receiver and I let Tyler Boyd go, we would have started 3 different wide receiver 3s with Scotty Miller, Tyler Johnson, Tyler Boyd. Actually, this will be our 4th wide receiver 3, so we have proved that we have not been able to find a wide receiver 3. I mean, we could have paid Scotty Miller and Tyler Johnson, but really Scotty Miller got robbed as a star dev trait. But let's go ahead and see who's available at our pick.
On the clock now.
It's either going to be running back, middle linebacker, or receiver. Quincy Dillon is there. So is the other run. All the running backs are there. All the running backs are there. I don't know which one would be the best for us. When it looks at receiver, Pickett is there. Now this guy is 6'1", 188, 21 out of LSU. I think he's the guy. That speed, man, I can't get over that. 4.29. But then you got Kemp, McClain, you got all these other linebackers. We need a middle linebacker. Oh, man, do we just keep Tyler Boyd? Don't fall in love with the speed of the receiver. I mean, but we can get those other middle linebackers. Or do we just get a running back? I think I'm going to take a running back. This is hard. Pickett, middle linebacker. You know what? I'm taking Pickett.
Okay, it's the Rams up.
Hidden Dev. Let's go. Draft King. Speedster. Tyler Boyd's replacement. 1 year with Tyler Boyd. Didn't work out. Played worse than the other receivers. We need to get our legitimate wide receiver 3. Keep giving our quarterback weapons. And damn it, if I would have known that this dude was going to be here in the second round, George Tyson, drafted to go in the first round, maybe we would have took him, but he looks like a bust. That's that dude I said that runs so turtle, so slow. Looks like the running backs got taken. What about the middle linebackers, though? You mean to tell me all of them got taken? So it looks like all the running backs got taken. There is a safety here that, I mean, is he big enough that we can move to middle linebacker? A catching, B pursuit, B stamp. Let's take him.
On the clock now, it's the
Could be a
Rams,
hybrid type that we could move inside the middle linebacker. So let's take him. Best player available. Best player available.
All right, next up, the Bucks are on the clock.
I mean, if we were going further years, I think Jordan Whitehead's contract would be up anyway. So, not a bad pick. Not a bad pick. Let's look at guard. Like a Ryan Jensen replacement, maybe. We could still take a middle linebacker, but possibly gonna move that safety over. Let's go ahead and take that guard, man.
All right, now on the clock.
Juan Cummings. Trying to move him in the center.
Okay, it's the Bucks now on the clock.
And then I think I'm gonna look at the fullback. There's a day 3 guy, but he got F run block, but he's elite in everything else. A ball carrier vision, A spin move, A stiff arm, but he can't run block. I'm gonna take him. Hidden Dev, let's go. DraftKings. I said F the F run block. We're getting a new fullback. Maybe that was the issue. Maybe that was the issue.
Let's see who they have their eye on.
Ever since we had that fullback, we have not been able to run the ball. So, get a new fullback. We got a new receiver. Let's take. I'm going to take another cornerback. Day 3 guy. C-man, F-zone. See if we can find any more steals. A block shedding, C catching. Yeah. Any day 3 guy? What about D tackle? We ain't took a D tackle in a while. Know we got Vita Vea, but just in case if he ever got hurt. Let's do that. Let's take this guy, Roderick Marsh.
And the Rams now on the clock.
Take him at D tackle.
On the clock now, it's the Buccaneers.
And then I think we're good. I think, honestly, we could probably trade this pick. And that's what I'm going to do. Trade away this pick and then simulate the 7th round picks. We'll get it. You know, shout out to the Brownies. Shout out to the Brownies. We'll give them this pick.
All right, now, looks like there's a trade coming in.
And then we're just going to end the draft. So, didn't know who we wanted to take out of the running back. There was linebackers and the receiver, but ultimately, felt like Tyler Boyd did not play well. Injured on and off. I think it's going to be a one and done with us. And look at that. Emmett Pickett, 75 overall, 96 speed. Basically, our Scotty Miller. Black Scotty Miller. Real good slot receivers. Scheme fit, deep threat. He can do it all. So that's going to make our offense hopefully even more explosive. We got 2nd round safety. Thought about moving him in the middle linebacker. We'll see if we can do that with him. Got a hidden depth fullback in Brian Taylor. Hopefully that makes a difference in the running game. And they did take a middle linebacker in the 7th round, but wasn't good enough. Let's go ahead and take out those running backs and some of those middle linebackers that we missed out on, that we probably should have took. Let's see, Battle went a pick ahead of us. He was hitting Dev. Pickett was hitting Dev. That's the guy we got. Calvin Kemp was the guy we was projected to get. He was only normal. So I'm glad I didn't go with him. I don't see any of the running backs. Hall was actually 77, probably hitting Dev. The running backs are always hitting Devs. They're always the best players in the draft. Saints actually got the best player with pick one. Chris Hall. Where's the other running back? Quincy Dillon, second round to the Bills. Hidden Dev. Running backs always have hidden Dev. So for us to get a receiver with hidden Dev, there's the Chiefs, hidden Dev. So, I mean, running backs always have hidden Dev, so I'm not mad about it. We got a new wide receiver 3. Still need a middle linebacker, though. We'll probably check out the preseason free agency or try to move that safety that we drafted inside the middle linebacker, or just let one of the middle linebackers that's already on the roster probably give them a chance and just let Devin White just be in control, complete control over the defense. But that'll wrap it up for part 4 until the next episode, which is the season finale, year 5. Until the next episode.